Hello, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to explore the Fast of Gedalia, a day of introspection that takes place on the 3rd of Tishrei, right after Rosh Hashanah. The sages established this fast to mourn the assassination of Gedaliah ben Ahikam. This tragic event occurred shortly after the destruction of the first temple in Jerusalem. King Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonian conqueror, had appointed Gedaliah a righteous and noble leader to govern the remaining Jewish population in the land. Gedaliah offered a chance for the Jewish people to rebuild their lives in Israel, to have a fragile sense of peace and continuity. But tragically, he was murdered by a fellow Jew, Ishmael ben Netaniah. The sages considered Gedaliah's murder to be as significant as the destruction of the temple itself. Why? Because his death extinguished the last spark of Jewish autonomy and forced the final remaining Jews into a full-scale exile. It was the devastating act that sealed the fate of the generation and marked the complete loss of Jewish self-governance in our homeland. The Zohar offers a profound spiritual insight into this event. It teaches that while this physical act was the murder of a person, its root was a much deeper spiritual wound. The Zohar reveals that the sin of sinat chinam, or baseless hatred, which had led to the temple destruction, had not been healed. The murder of Gedaliah was not just a political act. It was a symptom of this deep-sealed spiritual sickness. The Zohar links the state of the people to the spiritual vessels that hold the divine presence. When the Jewish people were divided by envy and hatred, they could not hold into the light of righteous leadership. Gedaliah, a vessel of righteousness, was broken not just by a sword, but by the collective spiritual disharmony of the nation. The fast, then, is not just about mourning a historical figure, but about atoning for the spiritual sickness that made his murder possible in the first place. So the fast of Gedaliah teaches us a powerful lesson on two levels. The Chachamim remind us of the immense tragedy of internal strife and the consequences of losing a righteous leader. The Zohar elevates this to a spiritual plane, revealing that such tragedies are symptoms of a deeper spiritual imbalance. This year, as we observe this fast, let's not only remember the past, but also look at our present. Let us learn to love and respect each other, to overcome baseless hatred, and to bring peace and love into the world. By doing so, we not only honor the memory of Gedaliah, but also work to repair the spiritual damage that continues to affect our people to this day. Have a meaningful fast.